We provide accommodation for homeless households, and whether that's families or single people, it's massively important that once those homeless households are given that accommodation, that they're provided with the right level of support to help them sustain the tenancies.
It can be linking into things like money advice, it can be around bringing in specific support if people need it because of a mental health condition or because there may be a disability within the family. So all of that is part of our homelessness offer as Citizen.
Our tenancy sustainment team work with customers across all of our regions to identify any support needs they may have or any barriers or any difficulties that they're experiencing. So we ensure that our customers are accessing that support that they need and reduce the risk of tenancy failure.
We have a very strong relationship with Coventry City Council where we provide accommodation like Gateway, Frank Walsh House, but also temporary accommodation generally. We've developed a new scheme with Hereford Council at Whitecross Road in Hereford.
The Whitecross Road is our relatively new scheme in Hereford, 12 rooms for rough sleepers or people who found themselves rough sleeping in Hereford. A really important scheme because it's an option for those individuals who really aren't ready to move into their own tenancy. They get their own room in Whitecross Road. They have access to support provided by Herefordshire Council. They can learn all the skills they may need to manage a tenancy, so when they're ready, they can move on into their own accommodation.
Gateway is a 79-bed scheme in Coventry. It's designed for single homeless male and females. It's the only project in Coventry that allows dogs. So you will often be in the building and you'll see dogs wandering around. It might seem like a very simple thing to you and I, but often if you have had prolonged periods of rough sleeping, your only friend can be a pet or a dog. So maintaining that link when someone moves from rough sleeping to accommodation is key. So we're able to do that at Gateway. The sister project is Frank Walsh House, which is for 44 families who've experienced homelessness. They can come from various backgrounds. Could be that they're fleeing domestic abuse. It could be that this is their first experience of living together with a young family. They can be single parents.
We started living at Ethan's parents, and because she couldn't afford us to live there anymore, we called the council and we got moved here the same day, didn't we?
Yeah, about an hour after the phone call, we had to meet Martin at the doors.
And moved in within an hour after the phone call. We've got a 9-month-old little boy, and he didn't take the change very well for the first couple of weeks. Late nights, but he loves it. He loves his own room. He loves the quiet and being able just to play and not being bothered. People
tend to be here for 4 to 6 months, and it's about providing that roof over the person's head with support. And we work with P3, who are the support providers. It's part of that sort of journey of finding people accommodation.
When Barbara was signing me up, it felt like a dream. I realised that not only have I got a nice place to move to, but she was there also to support me through it as well.
It's really important that we play our part in tackling homelessness, but no one organisation can tackle homelessness by themselves.
It's not just up to us. We need to make sure that we're providing that service across agencies and working with partners.
I also think we have a role to play as Citizen in preventing homelessness in terms of identifying any issues that might be putting tenancies at risk.
Housing and the right to a home is a common decency that people should have. It's something that we as an organisation can contribute to. Why wouldn't we be part of that process? We're a major landlord within the West Midlands, so it's something that's in our DNA. It's something that's part of what we do.
You're not too scared to ask any type of question. No question is too silly with them.
It's a massive thank you, ain't it?
Yeah.
All the support they gave us and everything, it's just been amazing.
I don't think we'd be on our 2 feet without them at this point.
I'd like to see them expand, but I'd also like us to consolidate some of those services, particularly in Coventry, and have a more long-term relationship with the local authority.
What I'd really like to see is us learning from what's worked well What's really helped those individuals who've been in our services at Gateway or Frank Walsh House.
Over the years and probably decades, I think people have been trying to solve and tackle homelessness. So I suppose for me, it would be kind of cracking it once and for all, and that's really understanding how agencies need to work together. So that's housing associations, local authorities.
It's not just about a house, it's not just about a service, it's about helping to shape someone's life to live independently.